Hello, and welcome to another edition of Coffee Talk with immigration attorney Brian D. Lerner. We're doing this morning a set of videos on fiancé visas and spouse-related visas and what's needed and the specifics. So to start off, let's talk about fiancé visas and in general. Basically, a fiancé visa, otherwise known as a K-1 visa, is meant essentially if there's a U.S. citizen who wants to marry a foreign national, and they can petition them under the K-1, and the way it works is they're usually in the United States here, and they petition the foreign national for the K-1. Once that would go through, the foreign national would then come into the United States, and you would have 90 days in which to get married. Then, after you were to marry the U.S. citizen, then you would file the adjustment of status papers for the green card. So that's the general procedure. Once the petition is filed, the question I always get is how long does it take for the K-1 to go through, and sometimes that depends what country you're in, sometimes it depends on the officer and the backlog, but it doesn't take incredibly short. You can't file a fiancé visa on day 1 and 30 days later your fiancé will be here. In fact, once it's filed, it could take anywhere between 6 months and a year to get the fiancé here based upon the fiancé visa. Again, it does take some time for this to go through. So if you're going to do the fiancé visa, number one, don't think it's going to take overnight, but number two, if you get it done, and the sooner you get it done, the sooner your fiancé will be here. One other item to know is that the fiancé cannot adjust status on any other basis, even another fiancé visa, when in the U.S., unless it's through you, the petitioner. That's the law. They assumably wanted to make it so that someone wouldn't come to the U.S. on false pretenses to marry a U.S. citizen and then go do what they really want to do or go marry whom they really want to marry. So it's a very strict rule, very few ways to get around that coming in. Okay, more on the coming videos.